Happy Saturday, everybody, and welcome to Exploring Food with Smitty. Well, this morning we're going to have spaghetti for dinner this evening. So what I am doing is I am going to walk you through making pasta. So fresh pasta is really easy to make. I have a machine that I'm going to be using, but I've made it without the machine before, and it's very simple. The ingredients are very simple. So what I'm going to do is get my stuff together and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I'm ready to start this video, and with the homemade pasta, what we're going to be using is flour, eggs, sea salt, and olive oil. It says extra virgin olive oil, but for some reason I think my olive oil is not a virgin anymore. But anyway, so let me move this down. Okay, so I moved it down. I hope that you can see really well. So what I'm going to do is start with my 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And I'm opening up my flour. And we're going to use 2 cups. And I'm going to put this right on the board. I'm not going to put it in a bowl or anything. So let's go with 2 cups of flour. So that's going to be 1. And this is going to be 2. There. Okay. Put the flour away. So I have my flour on a clean work surface. And what I'm going to do, get this out the way. I'm going to get a fork here, because we're going to need a fork. Okay. So I have my flour on a work surface. And what I'm going to do is make a well. Just like this. With my finger. So I'm going to make it big enough to break my eggs and stuff in. Okay, so I'm going to use 3 eggs. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. We got a little, there we go. Okay, that's my 3 eggs. And to the 3 eggs, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of salt, which is right here. And I'm using kosher salt. So let's sprinkle in a half a teaspoon of this. Let me sprinkle over here because I don't want to have it all over the place. Okay, so this is my half a teaspoon of salt. And to that, I'm going to add a half a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Teaspoon, okay. So, let's go ahead and pour my extra virgin olive oil in here. That's only going to be a half. There you go. Put it in there. Okay, so now that I've done that part of the pasta, I'm going to take the fork and I'm going to break the egg yolks like so, just to get them all broken up. And then what I'm going to do is, as I'm breaking the egg yolks, I'm going to incorporate the flour a little at a time until I get a dough. So I'm incorporating. Okay, I think I can do this without a fork. So let's put some in there. Whoop. Well, I think that kind of ran a little bit on me, but that's okay. You would think this was the first time me making pasta, but really it's not. I've done it before. So what I'm doing is just going to keep mixing this until I can get it into a ball. And usually if you have dough caught on your hands, if you rub your hands together, it'll come off. It's an easy way of getting it off. Okay, so it's going to look kind of dry at first. And the one thing about when you're making any kind of dough, if you manipulate it and it's still really dry, you can always sprinkle water onto it to make it less dry. Okay, so I have kneaded the dough and it's become really pliable. So what I'm going to do is roll it into a ball, and I'm going to put it in a bag. Well, you can either bag or plastic cover, and I'm going to let it rest for 30 minutes, and then when I come back we'll be going to the next process. I'm just going to leave this to rest. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the dough. The dough, I took it out of the bag and I'm cutting it into 4 pieces. Because this is my dough roller and I have to get that smooth. So let's put these pieces over here. Let's cut this one right here. And then what I'm going to do is kind of smooth this out into like a rectangle, sort of. Okay, I'm going to turn my mixer on. I'm putting it through. And I'm pulling it out. And what I'm going to do with this process is I'm going to keep, let me move this up so that you can see the process. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep doing that until I get a smooth dough. So I'm going to fold it and put it right back through again. Now, you don't have to have this machine to make pasta. You can just do it and roll it out and cut it on your own. So it's going through. And see, I'm getting the thickness of the spaghetti that I want by doing it this way. So just, you continue to put it through until your dough is smooth and pliable. I really should have folded it already, but I'm waiting. Okay, so I'm going to fold it. Put it through again. Pretty nifty. Okay. So what I'm going to do is do this with all the pasta to get it all kneaded out, all the 4 rolls, and then when I come back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting the pasta. And like I said, I'm going to save one so that I can show you that you don't have to have this in order to do your pasta. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've rolled out the dough, and this is the thickness that we have it. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and try cutting my spaghetti. Now you can do spaghetti cut, fettuccine. You can make angel hair pasta. You can make lasagna noodles out of this. So let's see what we get here.
Bellissimo.
Okay, so this is my spaghetti noodles right here. And then I have a rack that I can use to put it on to dry them. Can you move that on top, the sign on top? You just hang these on the rack, and if you want to dry them and put them away, you can do that. Or if you want to freeze them, you can. So that's why I'm saying you can make it. So let's cut another spaghetti.
I'll put it on this one. Balance it out.
And it's like once you put it in, it automatically rolls it through itself. You don't have to do anything. Okay, so now our spaghetti is all ready to go. I'm putting it in here. And we're going to put it in the refrigerator.
It should be sealed, right?
Yeah, we're going to put a top on it to seal it. And that's our pasta making video. So we're going to use this to finish making our spaghetti. And when we get the whole thing finished up, I'll be back. Okay, so this is our bowl of pasta that we're going to be cooking for dinner. We're going to put it in the refrigerator. It's already cut and ready to go.